All right, let's get right into it. When we talk about giving birth, everybody knows about contractions. I mean, they're kind of the main event, right? But what if I told you there's another incredibly powerful force at play? Something completely automatic that takes over when it's really time to go. Seriously, think about it for a second. We always hear about this urge to push. But where does that overwhelming, totally involuntary feeling actually come from? It's not like you just decide, okay, time to push. It's a biological trigger, a switch that gets flipped deep inside your body. So what exactly is that switch? Well, it has a name. It's called the Ferguson Reflex. And this reflex, it's the key to understanding the body's incredible, innate intelligence during those final stages of labor. You can think of it as the body's own natural, built-in go signal. So what is it scientifically speaking? Well, the Ferguson reflex is a physiological response. It all kicks off when the baby's head starts putting pressure on the cervix. This pressure then sets off something called a neurohormonal cascade. Now that sounds super complex, but it's really just a way of saying the body sends a signal that unleashes a flood of very important hormones. Let's just break that down into plain English. At its core, this reflex is just the body's internal communication system firing on all cylinders. All that pressure from the baby is a message, and the body's response is a clear, powerful signal that basically says, okay, we are ready, it is officially time. Now here's where it gets really cool. The Ferguson reflex isn't just a one-and-done kind of thing. It's actually a self-reinforcing cycle, what we call a positive feedback loop. You can almost picture it like a line of dominoes, where each one that falls makes the next one fall even harder and faster, building its own momentum. So let's walk through how this feedback loop actually works. Step 1. The baby's head puts pressure on the cervix. That pressure sends an immediate signal all the way up to the brain. In response, boom, the brain releases oxytocin, the famous love and labor hormone. That rush of oxytocin makes the uterine contractions even more intense, which in turn pushes the baby down more, creating even more pressure on the cervix. And the whole cycle just repeats, getting stronger and more effective every single time. Okay, so it sounds like a perfect biological machine, right? Well, almost. There is a huge X factor here, and it's not physical at all. But it has the power to either supercharge this reflex or, slow it right down. And that factor, it's emotional safety. This quote really gets to the heart of the matter. Fear and tension are basically the enemies of oxytocin. When a person giving birth feels scared, anxious, or stressed, their body can actually put the brakes on releasing the very hormone it needs to power the Ferguson reflex, and that can cause labor to slow down or even stall out. Just look at this side by side. It's pretty clear, right? When you feel safe, supported, and calm, oxytocin just flows. The reflex is strong and effective, and labor tends to progress smoothly. But on the flip side, fear and stress block that oxytocin. The reflex can get weaker, and labor might slow down. The big takeaway here is that your environment and your emotional state, they aren't just nice-to-haves. They are biologically essential for this process to work the way it's designed to. Okay, so we've got all this information. What do we actually do with it? Well, the real power here comes from using this knowledge to actively support the Ferguson reflex, to work with your body's natural design instead of accidentally working against it. And it all starts with this mindset, trust. Simply trusting that the body knows exactly what it's doing is the foundation for everything else. Honoring this reflex isn't about forcing anything. It's about creating the right conditions for the body's incredible innate intelligence to just do its thing. So here's how you can actually do that. Positioning is huge. Using upright positions like squatting or kneeling lets gravity help you out, increasing that all-important pressure. Comfort measures, like massage or gentle, rhythmic movement, help keep the body relaxed so oxytocin can flow freely. Having strong emotional support from a partner, a doula, anyone, creates that feeling of safety. And finally, actively working to reduce fear by managing expectations and avoiding stress can make a world of difference in letting the body just take over. When you really step back and look at it, the Ferguson reflex is amazing proof that birth is so much more than just a physical event. It's a testament to the body's profound intelligence. It's a built-in, elegant system designed for this exact moment. And understanding it can really shift your perspective from birth being an ordeal to get through to seeing it as a truly empowering journey to be honored. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Knowing that the body has this incredible, automatic, and powerful reflex literally built right into its blueprint, how does that change the way we think about, talk about,
and support the amazing power of the birthing body.